Okay, my next big project, removing this white vinyl privacy fence because it's just falling apart. And yeah, I'm going to replace it with treated 6x8 sections. And this is going to be a bit of a project. So we have taken all this out. I mean, it's just falling apart really. Winds and storms, and I mean, this is just all broken loose. So yeah, it's just not real sturdy. It's fashionable and, you know, all that. I mean, I may wind up trying to sell this stuff like on Craigslist or something, you know, used, you know, 6x6 sections of vinyl privacy fence. I mean, you know, look good around a small patio and all that, but yeah, get rid of all this crap. Well, move it mostly so I can put up a new privacy fence, and I'm going to tie it into the privacy fence I have over here. Let's see here. Yeah, basically already got some privacy fence that I put in a couple of years back. I'm going to extend it out, you know, all the way to the corner and then tie it into the drive gate over there. So yeah, that's what I'm going to get doing. These little square bolts, start disconnecting all the sections and getting them out of the way. It's going to be fun. Well, forgotten how we put these in over 10 years ago. Yeah, use anchoring screws. Got termites that moved in. I guess the boards we use for the base. They're making themselves a home in that. Oh well, that's one out of the way. Alright, so I'm getting ready to drill some holes in the concrete. I already got at least 2-3 sections of vinyl out of the way. I wanted to stop there to make sure I had the right stuff, but no, my anchors are wrong. Check the size. They're 3/8, and this is actually a 1/2 inch. So yeah, I'm going back to Home Depot. I found the receipt, and I'm going to exchange these for the right anchors so I can go ahead and start anchoring the new 4x4 posts in the concrete. Well, here's an old pick 'em up. Oh, looks like a car show. Didn't know anything about that. Oh darn. Good. Back at the Home Depot on a Saturday. Yeah, it's gonna be busy. Alright, 1082 refund. Now let's find my bolts and get out of here. There we go. Oh boy, project going on. Great. I'll bang and hip and get these and head on out. Okay, so now we got the right bolts. We'll continue the project. Good. Looks like a busted water line. Thanks for moving. Huh. Looks like fun. Yes, and all the rest of those houses have been demolished. Nothing but debris. Alright, if you can see past the glare, there's my tip. And actually, let me turn this around like that. So now you can see that's the right size. It's a 1/2 inch tip. This is about 4 inches, but I got 3-inch anchors because that's all I really need. Because this is solid concrete right here. There's no, you know, the driveway is like right there, and that's 4 inches thick. But this is a retaining wall to prevent erosion. So yeah, we're just gonna drill about 3 inches down and use these 3-inch anchors to anchor our bracket in place to put the 4x4 in. Alright, measured off my tip 3 inches. So that's about it right there. So yep, we're ready to go ahead and start drilling. Alright, let's commence to drill in. It's about 3 inches. Alright, holes are drilled. Alright, anchor bolts are ready to be hammered in. May not have gone down far enough on a couple of them, but that still suffice. Alright. I'll get our 4x4 in there before I tighten them down to see if I need to level it. Okay. Let's hammer it in. It's going to take a little bit here. Alright, we're hammered in all the way down so you can see the wood through the holes. Yeah, I use the old sledge-o-matic there. So now we'll check the level. Yeah, we want to try to get it as level as possible. About right there. Let's see how we look this way. That's pretty good. Now I'll put some washers or something underneath to keep it level, and we'll tighten down the bolts. Alright, be sure to have plenty of washers, or if you don't, plenty of pennies. They'll work too, to space underneath the bracket here. Alright, and we're ready to go ahead and crank them down with a 14mm. That should suffice. Open end wrench or socket. And if you don't drill your anchors deep enough, which I did by accident, have plenty of washers on hand to be able to space them out and anchor it in place once you tighten the nut down. Alright, so I got to do a little notching on one of the pieces of privacy fence here, about a foot in and about 3 inches to account for the cap block from the extension of the retaining wall there. Alright, like a glove. Maybe overshot that a little bit, but yeah, had a bit of a gap there. I mean, that'll suffice. Yep, got it pretty much tied right in. Of course, there's a bit of a drop off. I can live with that. Now I'll go ahead and try to anchor the next bracket. Make sure I get those holes deep enough this time, so I don't use up a whole bunch of washers. Oh yeah, more better. Went about 3.5 inches deep this time. All of them went down nice and flush. Perfect. I'll go ahead and get my 4x4 in, get it level, and we'll attach the other end of the fence to it. Alright, we're in there. Hammer down the old sledge-o-matic, and we'll get it level and screw it in place. Alright. About it on that side. And we're good on this side. Alright, ready to go ahead and tighten them down, and we'll attach the fence. Alright, one section's complete. It's a bit of a job when you're doing it by yourself. So, yep, anchor it in. So now I'll continue removing this section, and we'll replace it with the wooden privacy fence. Alright, next section's in place. Whew. Boy, this is tough doing by yourself, but I'm getting it. Little by little. I'm going to get the other bracket anchored in place with a 4x4, and then I'll take the other couple sections of vinyl out. Yeah, actually this will probably be the last base that I anchor to the concrete, because if you can tell, I got a 4x4. It's actually anchored in the concrete way back when we had satellite. We had the concrete poured, so this 4x4 is already encased in concrete, so I'm just going to attach the privacy fence, the next section, probably attach it here, and Then I'll just take another section attached from here and connect it to the 4x4 drive gate. I'm going to take that one little picket panel out. So yeah, I'll just make that easy. So yeah, no more drilling after this piece. Alright, drilled and anchored in place. Now for the 4x4. Alright, hammer it in there. I will level it. It's within tolerable levels, so go ahead and screw it to the 4x4. Whew, I'm tired, can't even speak. Alright, one more section to go. Well, two actually. Alright, well, the last of the vinyl fence has been removed, except for that one post. I'll get that in a bit. Yeah, I'm ready to put another 8-foot section here, and then it'll probably be like a 6-foot section. I'll just have to trim the last piece down to make it fit, and it's going to get tacked up against that 4x4 once that vinyl post is gone. Whew. Section number 3 is in place. Tacked up to the 4x4. It's just, yeah, worked out pretty good. Now, one last section, probably a 6-foot piece. We'll finish it up. Well, that's always fun to find. A snake was hiding underneath that post. You're gonna have to find somewhere else to go, dude, because yeah, you're gonna need to slither along. That's actually a good snake. That's not poisonous. Can't remember what kind that is. Yeah, it'll eat the little critters and stuff. Alright. Well, you better move, because I'm going to continue my work. Alright, so we only need about 7 feet actually to finish it off. So that's basically 2 pickets I can remove. I might go on this end. There's a little bit of a gap. I'll use my Sawzall and cut it. And finished. Whew, man, it's about 90 degrees. I think I finished just in time. I'll tell you what, that one little corner piece, the end I cut off, I just had a thought. I might take that old one off and put this 2-piece here to cover up the 4x4. Hey, let me do that. Well, that's a little better. Not perfect. Those 1-bys on the back kind of make it a little, stand out a little too much. I may work on that another day. You can take them off of that, those thick little 1-bys there. Because yeah, there's still a bit of a gap. And I can get them snug up against that 4x4, but like I said, I'm just burning up. This is a tough job being one person, so yeah, I'm going to call it a day. Wrap up this treated privacy fence project and go inside and cool down. So hope that gives you some idea, and thanks for watching.